It's 25 February, and I have a first location I'm gonna go scout. It's a Women of Mesa club building. Looking at it as a potential place for the senior day center. I was in it years ago, and it could work, but I think there may be a lot of like set dressing and, you know, production design that could go into it. They're charging $150 a day. I think they're pretty busy with a lot of events, so schedule may be an issue. So right now I'm really just seeing if it's a good option. And as I'm going, you know, get to this location, I'll try to remember the scenes from the script, knowing, okay, we have a little office set up where they're talking to the people in the office. There's kind of the main area where there's tables spread around where a lot of the stuff we shoot there in that location would be at. There's like a little entryway that we would also have, and then there's some stuff outside. So I think the stuff outside, kind of downtown Mesa, looks pretty good, and that could be really visually nice because trees, and there's different places we could go. We might be able to cheat that location somewhere else for the exterior, at least for the walk and talk stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what's going in my mind walking in here, is just seeing where do I see stuff in the script happening here. And if, you know, that step one, step two is it's going to work. If, you know, then there's schedule availability, if we can find another place that maybe is less than 150 and maybe there's more dates that are available. Those are still kind of the questions that I haven't finished the breakdown, so I don't know exactly how many days we're looking to shoot at the location there, but it is a major location. There's a few 3+ page scenes, and so yeah, getting closer, little step at a time. This morning I was, you know, going through the breakdown, still lining it out and breaking it into eighth page sections, and the last like 10 pages, as I was going through breaking it down, just not thinking of too much, just lining. Some of that's just like doing the math basically. Is I thought of an idea for the ending scene. There's a couple of little things that came in, so right away I got on my pen, like, this breakdown's gonna have to wait, and I felt like I was inspired some to go and tighten up some scenes, and also to add another little element into the movie that wasn't there before, as well as, you know, trying to bring Melinda back into the picture of it. So yeah, so progress was made. I felt after I did that, I finally feel like, okay, I can say that this is a 90% locked script. After I did that, I felt like, okay, I can say this script is locked for right now. To get the breakdown done, to go in and really go through and not mess with the script for a while. And then after I do the breakdown, get some of those other details out, then I still think I'm gonna go push through it one more time, and I know that will change some of the breakdown. Some of the work will have to be done again, but that's okay, because if it makes the script better, then yeah, there's some changes will be in the breakdown stuff, but that's okay. At that point, I was just really wanting to get to the point where it's like, okay, I feel really good with the script and some of that. So here we are, just pulled up. It's kind of a quiet part of town, so it shouldn't be too much craziness. I'll go in and we'll show you what it looks like. Historic site, cool. Okay, let's go in and see it. So first impression, it's really nice. Of course there's even tables and stuff over here that we could use, so this could actually work really good. hoping there's some other little side offices and things. So there's definitely some production design that will need to happen here. But no, there's great light. I think there's some great light that's coming in, and nice high ceilings. So if we need to get a light, that's always something you get at locations that their ceilings are too low, and so you're kind of cramped in. And so this is a really, really big open space. I'm gonna go look at some other stuff. Ooh, a kitchen. See who my contact is here. Hello?
Okay, so I think we're all set. Guess I can think of another question, but yeah, if they have.
So there's definitely some good space in here. I mean, we have a little office scene that might be something, you know, it might be a little small, a little tight in here, some damaged stuff, but this could work. A little desk, and I don't know, it's nice. I like when there's contained and you can kind of own the building and you don't have to, you know, there's not a lot of hoops to jump through. It's simply you get the space, you pay for it, and then you have it for whatever. There's not a lot of having to spend so much time, you know, going through different regulations or different steps of getting permissions, and, you know, somebody has to approve it and all that stuff that I've done before, and it is fine because we get some great spots. But sometimes not having to go work through tribal councils and stuff, just because that can be such a long process, and then you get to a point where it doesn't go through. I had that with two locations with Legends from the Sky. Is we had two tribal councils that approved it. They were ready to go, and it took us a little longer to get ready to go. And by the time that happened, tribal councils had changed, and then all of a sudden the tribe said no, the new tribal council, and said, no, we're not gonna do that. And so then we're scrambling with the script and having to rewrite stuff, take stuff out, because now we have a whole location, a whole, you know, nation that was in the film. Now it's not gonna be in the film. And so, which I think that kind of went again, you know, I think the previous script was better when those locations were in there and stuff. So it's just that scramble. And so, which can happen at any location too. That could happen, get this, and then all of a sudden electricity's gone, or who knows what. They had booked somebody else because somebody else paid them more. I don't know. There's always issues, but so far I'm liking this. Is really close to my house, Mesa. This kitchen's really nice. We have like one scene in here, I think.
Building would be her generation.
Just right over here, our kids singing Christmas songs and stuff to the friends at the facility. Could be kind of nice, little stage, little 4 steps. I think this women's room in here, I think it could really work as the office. It's kind of noisy when helicopters are flying over, obviously, But yeah, I think back in here we could, art direct some of that, get a desk, something in here. So I looked up what scenes we have for the location we just scouted, and it looks like we have 25 pages of work that would happen inside of that building from the office. Majority is in the main central room. Couple of smaller scenes, less than a page in the kitchen. So that would work good. The main area would work good with those, about 20 some pages in there. And then there was around 5 pages in the little office space, 3.5 to 5 pages in the little office space, and a couple like in the lobby area, which would be basically the main area. So yeah, 25 pages inside, and then looking at 5 pages exterior. So exterior they could work, but we could probably find a better place where they go on a couple of small walks just outside, and I think a couple of streets over or something could work for that. So really 25 pages in 3 days is what we're looking at filming there. That they had 3 days open on their calendar and a couple of places when we're wanting to shoot. And so it's looking like it could be a really good win for us. That's about 8-9 pages a day. Some of those are big crowd scenes. Some of those are less people. There's like a Christmas setup, and so that'll be some extra work in between some of the scenes. So yeah, 3 days would be us moving pretty strongly, steadily forward, dealing with lots of people, lots of extras, moving parts. But I think that space could work really well. So the fees could work as well. It's $150 if you eat in the place, but if you eat somewhere else, and they only charge a $75 fee. That could be really, really good. We have access. They'll give us the key, and we can shoot really early or shoot really late. I think you can't shoot after 10 p.m., but all of our stuff there happens during the day, so that'd be kind of a before and after. Sunset doesn't really work anyway unless we're inside the office. So yeah, I'm really leaning towards that location. I've scouted one other place on a reservation. It's over an hour or so away. Then we'd have to get approval and some of those things. Probably a little bit less work with setting stuff up because it's all in the area, and to have it so close, not real expensive. I'm kind of thinking that's going to be our hero space. So in that room, about 25 minutes of the movie, so it's at about a third, a quarter, 25-30% of the film happens right there in that area. So that's kind of exciting. One little scouting trip today and found about a quarter of the movie's location. So good. So we need to find a few more of those, and we'll be set. So that was today. Today was location scouting a little bit, and then tightening up the script and working on the breakdown. So a lot more working on the breakdown, and once you have those really numbers and things locked in, then it's just narrow. Okay, we got to get this, then it's just going down that list. Getting locations first. How many actors do we need? What actors, how many days do we need those actors for? We start looking at our props and some of the other, there's some painting scenes, and how many paintings are we going to need that we need to get painted before that she's working on a painting, and so what is that, and just lots and lots of details. But right now I'm feeling really confident with our time span. We're looking at shooting at the end of April, first part of May is when we're still 2 months out. So I can't get like, oh, okay, we got all the time in the world. I've got to keep pushing the pressure of, okay, what's next, keep making progress. So I'm pleased with how today went. Had somebody turn us down for funding, so another one, not an option. Still have some hope with some others. We really need to land maybe at least one, hopefully 2 more little sponsors to help just push us over that. Just give us enough so we can feed crew a little bit better. We can bring in a couple more people. Right now it's probably me doing quite a bit of the work with the one financial partner we had that came in. So I'm hoping for the best. Still hanging in there, still pushing. Follow the journey.